Hello, how are you? Welcome to my channel. My name is Ruth and today I'm going to be doing my continuation of my collection. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for, series. And today I'm focusing on foundation for the second time. The reason being, the first time I did foundations and then I did concealers and correctors back-to-back videos, and all of a sudden my phone said storage full because I'd recorded them all in slow-mo mode. So the foundation one took an hour and a half when it should have taken 15 minutes. I don't know how I did it, guys. I don't know how I did it, but I did. So I kind of already know what's happening here. So there'll be some, I'll be going through each product. I'll be telling you what I think of them, etc. And also I will be decluttering one or two of them. So I'm just going to get my little cloth ready here. I'm very flustered because how frustrating. But anyway, it is what it is. On we go. So first up is my Fenty foundation. I love this. It is in a project at the moment and it is nearly finished. I will be repurchasing this in a lighter shade once Boots do their Black Friday sale, I think, maybe. Or maybe I'll wait a year until next year's Black Friday sale. Who knows? Will Ruth have sense? I love the way it looks on my skin. I like the way it sits on the skin. I like the coverage that it gives. I like how it lasts. I like everything about it. Really, really love this foundation. I have the shade, by the way. This is the did I even say what it was? See, I'm all flustered. It's the Fenty Beauty Ease Drops Blurring Skin Tint in the shade 7. Stain. Also stain is this one from Primark, so affordable. It is the PS My Perfect Colour Tinted Moisturiser Radiant Finish with Niacinamide and Hyaluronic Acid in the shade 2. For a tinted supposed moisturiser, it has so much pigment to it. Good shade for me at this time of year as well. I mean, that's thick in comparison to what you would think a tinted moisturiser should be. But again, the criteria for me, how does it sit in my skin? How does it wear? Now, obviously, this doesn't wear as well as the Fenty because it is a tinted moisturiser. But it doesn't look bad as it wears off throughout the day. So I'm happy with that. Next up is one that I didn't think I'd like at all. This is the Essence Skin Tint Hydrating Natural Finish in light to medium in the shade 20, I'm guessing. SPF 30. And you probably saying, Ruth, if you didn't think you were going to like it, why did you buy it? Very good question. And I've no answer for you other than I was in a shop, I saw it, I bought it. The reason I hadn't high expectations is because previously any Essence foundation that I bought always seemed to lean very nearly orange on me. Very warm toned. But this one is actually quite a lovely skin colour for me in, you know, springtime when I'm starting to get a tiny bit of colour on my face. Nice coverage to it. It wears well. Again, it's a skin tint. It doesn't last ages, but it has great pigment to it, which is fantastic. And I mean, with any of these, if I want more full coverage, I'll use a brush. And if I want less coverage, I'll use a damp sponge. Do you know? And yeah, I actually really, really like it. It's lovely. Anytime I've worn it, I've thought, oh, I'm having a nice skin day as opposed to a nice makeup day, which is always what I'm after anyway. An Irish brand, Sculpted by Amy, the Hydrotint Moisturising Tinted Serum with SPF 20 in the shade, it's a serum tint, in what shade? 2.0. And apparently it has all these wonderful things, like SPF 30, Centella Acetica, I can never say that word, ceramides, hyaluronic acid, and vitamin E. So it's supposed to have skincare benefits, but look, I look after my skincare myself. I don't need my foundation to do it, but thanks anyway, Amy. Just go to you to add it in. And again, for what they call a skin tint, I mean, look at that pigment. There's great pigment in it. Again, you can shear it out if you want, or you can, you know, build it up a bit. It's just, yeah, it's actually a really nice summer foundation for me. I really like how it looks on the skin, and it's not too heavy or that in the summertime, and it doesn't get cakey, anything like that. Wears off very nicely. This is a repurchase and will be after Fenty, my oldest foundation. This is the number 7 Hydroluminous Moisturising Foundation with medium coverage in SPF 15. With SPF, not in SPF, in the shade Cool Vanilla. So I had this before in a darker shade and it was a tad dark. But what I really like about this, I hope you can see there, it's much more cool toned. So it nearly has that grey tint that like the Misha BB creamer that has. So it just, I love it in the winter time now. It's a really nice shade. Maybe a tad dark, but I can make it work. So yeah, really enjoyed that as well. Again, similar things. It says it's breathable, medium coverage, melts seamlessly into the skin, while its water-made texture hydrates for a refreshed, healthier looking and more luminous complexion that keeps getting better with wear. Oh, okay, sure. I don't know what I go so far as to say that, but yeah, I do enjoy it. Stickers on it because it's my oldest one, and I have stickers on a lot of my products. So my oldest, my smallest quantity, you know, things like that. Just so it makes it easier for me to decide when I'm panning next. But yeah, I enjoyed it very much. And usually as well with that, I will get an offer from Boots. They often have these vouchers with 15 euros off. So it's like if you spend 30, you get 15 euros off. So I'll buy that and maybe some skincare or something like that at the same time, and essentially get it for free. Woohoo! Who doesn't like that? This one, oh my god, this one. This is the House Labs Triclone Skin Tech Foundation Fond de Teint in the shade 110 Light Neutral. So, when I bought this first, I bought it in Italy. I lost the run myself. It was a massive Sephora. I got very excited. Bought all the things that I'd never seen before. So like this and like Mario. What's his brand name? Made by Mario? Whatever it is. So, brands that are not available here in Ireland in the store, because I really am a tactile shopper. I like to feel, I like to touch, I like to swatch, you know, things like that. I enjoy it way more than online shopping. But anyway, bought this and I used it a few times and thought, oh, I don't like it. How annoying, because it's so expensive. Gorgeous glass bottle. Yeah, I was very unhappy. But then I put it into Decluttering in the last month, and I have to say I'm thoroughly enjoying it. So previously I would have been using, you know, a glowy primer, my putty primer, using a brush, etc, etc. No, just my putty primer and this with a damp sponge. Chef's kiss, guys. Absolutely love it. It has quickly become my favorite foundation. So I'm really happy about that, because this was really expensive. I didn't fancy the thought of having to declutter it, because it would have been such a waste of money. But yeah, I'm really enjoyed. I like the shade on me. It's a good shade match for me. And yeah, happy customer now that I finally worked out how to use it. That's what I love about Project Pans, because you're not forced to use a product X amount of times or till you finish it or whatever, and you really and truly, I feel, at the end of it, know whether you like or don't like a product, and you're kind of made to make it work, try out different ways of using it, etc., as opposed to just using something once or twice and going, oh, I don't like it, instead of giving it a fair go. That's my opinion on the whole thing. Anyway, Bare Minerals. This is my only powder foundation. It is the original loose powder foundation in the shade Fair Ivory 02. And I purchased this because I wanted something for in the summertime when I'm wearing a sheerer foundation, or maybe just a concealer, and wanted a bit more coverage. For example, if I was using like the e.l.f. Halo Glow, so it gives a little bit of coverage, not a whole lot. So if I wanted a bit more, I'd pop something like this on top of it, and I've enjoyed it for that purpose. Don't know that I love it as a foundation on its own. I think maybe because I have more mature skin or something, I don't know, but it doesn't look the nicest. I like to have something kind of hydrating and glowy underneath. But I'm glad to have it in my collection. It serves a purpose, and I will hold on to it. Now on to the declutters. So the two that I knew going into this I was going to declutter. The first one is the Herborian CC Water Fresh Complexion Gel Skin Perfector in the shade Clay. Yeah. This is what it looks like. And I like, there's another one by Herborian that I like, and it's more, it comes out like a cream, a clear cream, and then once you rub it in, it kind of changes color. This one, first of all, as you can see, it's kind of, can you see, it's kind of bitty, right? So these bits, I suppose, are supposed to break down when you rub them into the skin. They feel a bit granular. Not a very pleasant sensation. Then when you rub it in, it kind of catches onto certain areas, and it goes very orange on me. I don't know if you can see, like, at the edge, it's just, and that orange becomes more prominent as the day goes on. So yeah, I'm not down for the umpa look. It just doesn't suit me. don't look good in orange. So yeah, that one's getting decluttered. Also getting decluttered is the L'Oreal Age Perfect BB Cover Correcting Cares. It cares for me, guys. It cares for me. Hydrating serum in light ivory 01. Now, I repurchased this because I decluttered the one I had to my mother-in-law, who was looking for something in this kind of style. So I purchased another one. Now, I do not recall the first one smelling like this. I don't know, is it a case that it has aged and, you know, it was in the shop longer than it should have been? Is the SPF gone bad? I don't know. I used to love how it looked on my skin. It just looked beautiful on the skin. Really beautiful. But the smell is so strong. It's like an old lady perfume kind of smell. Is the only way I can describe it. And it just stays, it lingers. It doesn't dissipate like a lot of, you know, foundations that might have a bit of a scent do. And it's so bad that it actually triggers a headache for me. So that, unfortunately, has to go. And I'm going to put it in the bin because I just don't know if the smell is just something they added to it or if it's gone bad. I don't know. And then two that I kind of decided to declutter on the hoof was this one. This is the Revlon Color Stay Long Wear Makeup for normal dry skin in the shade 200 Nude. I bought it in a bit of a panic coming up to the wedding because I wanted something that I knew would stay, you know, would be long wearing but still look nice on. And I remembered years ago loving this, but like foundations have come, in my opinion, so far since then. Now don't get me wrong, it's still usable 100%, but just I'm not going to use it. It's too thick. It's, I don't know, it's fine. It's not great. It didn't last all day in me because I was prepping out, or you know, testing out foundations coming up to the wedding to see which looked the best by the end of the day. And for me, this just looked all right, didn't look anything special. I actually ended up going with the Fenty one. That's my oldest one in my collection, which is just so, you know, typical me. Like, why didn't I just stick with it? This lasted all day with my e.l.f. Gripping primer. Can't remember what it's called. Urban Decay All Nighter powder. You know, just literally put it on 10 o'clock in the morning. Didn't come off until 3 in the morning. So yeah, winner. Oh, so basically I can declutter this. I don't need it. I'm not going to get around to using it. My doggy is sneezing if you hear him in the background. And one of my nieces would be delighted to get that. And then lastly, the last one I'm decluttering is from Primark. Again, there's nothing really bad about this foundation. I just have enough. Do you know what I mean? What I have there, it's going to take me a long time to get through them. I just won't get around to this. It's not one I gravitate to, although the bottle is gorgeous. It's a glass bottle, and this was only €7. Come on, like. Do you know the bigger brands like Estee Lauder without the pump and MAC without the pump? And you're like, how can a brand like this give me a glass bottle with a pump for €7? I know it's probably not ethically made, maybe, or something. Where are you made? Thailand. I don't think Thailand is known for bad practices. But anyway, which is whether it's not what we're here to discuss. This is the Airbrush Foundation Full Coverage Weightless infused with hyaluronic acid and vitamin E from Primark or Pennies, and I paid €7 for it in the shade Cool Beige. And like I said, there's nothing inherently wrong with it. I just don't enjoy it as much as the others. It's much thicker. It's like a cream as opposed to like a serum or liquid. You know, it's quite like that's intense, isn't it? I don't need that kind of look on me. It doesn't suit my skin anymore. So I'm okay with letting that one go as well. And it's a good colour for one of my nieces that doesn't like to be tangled. So yeah, that one is also going. So that leaves us with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 foundations. Incredibly happy with that. This one is halfway used, if not 3/4 of the way used. I've used a good bit of this as well, so they're staying. And then going, we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Incredibly happy with that now. Incredibly happy. That's it for this video, guys. Let me know, have you got any of these foundations? What do you think? Do you agree with my description of them or what I think of them? Do you go, Ruth, you love this one? I hate it. What are you on about? Or, you know, you love this one. You think I'm mental for getting rid of it. Let me know down below. I'm always curious. What is your favourite foundation and why do you love it? But yeah, that's it for this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. And hopefully I'll chat to you in the next one. Take care. Bye. Slán.